All right, so this is going to be game 5 in a best of 7 series. The series is now tied at 2 games apiece. vV Gaming, after falling behind 2-0, brought in Hasu, the Protoss player, and was able to take one very decisive victory and a second timing decisive victory. So very well played by Hasu, as we now see Hasu spawning on the top right-hand side of the map. He is in fact the green Protoss. Meanwhile, on the bottom left-hand side of the map, we have NRG's Monk. So it is going to be Monk versus Hasu, Protoss versus Protoss. And as Day 9 said before, after Blizzard added an additional 30 seconds to that Warp Gate research, Protoss players found that the best opening against Protoss is a 30-second delayed 4-gate.
Yeah, absolutely. It was, when the nerf first happened, a lot of Protoss players, a lot of, well, not just Protoss players, but a lot of people, were like, oh, 4-gate is now, it's abolished because, it's delayed. And so people would do all these funky timings. And people did for a little while. People, did some variations of different builds. But then, some guy was just like, huh, 4-gate still works. It's just a little behind. So, you know, I'm just going to wait for my 4-gate, and there's really not much to do. And it looks like we are getting complaints that the stream is lagging again, which I don't know why. I mean, we've reset everything.
Yeah, there's nothing I can really say or do to change the stream other than if you can hear me, these games will be up on my channel a little bit later. It is completely unfortunate that there is any lag. I promise you, I pay a lot of money for my internet connection to provide you with high quality streams, but hopefully we'll be able to do such a good job talking about the game that you guys can picture it inside your head. The production tab pretty much mirrored exactly, both players getting up probes, gateways, pylons, and it does look like both players doing the same exact build so far. No deviations, as the cybernetic score going down within 1 second of each other. So that's how much of a mirror match it is. Taking a look at Hasu currently not training probes, and now no, sorry, is training up a probe, and now also getting up a zealot. The zealot of Monk just about 3-4 seconds behind, as Monk's probe was trying to wander around Hasu's north base, and the base on the north side, and just still walking around there, poking up its head and trying to figure out what the strategy will be. Taking a look at Hasu and Monk, the energy on the Nexus is about 66 energy each, so it looks like they will be chrono boosting out that warp gate in just a moment. There's the chrono boost from Monk, and we already had the chrono boost coming in from Hasu as well. Hasu's one little zealot trying to chase down this poor probe. The probe just wants to go home, and it looks like it will be able to.
Yeah, again, guys, sorry, we're trying to fix the stream. I'm sorry it's lagging again. We will try to figure it out. But Hasu did use an extra chrono boost to get that stalker out quick. So, Monk might have an extra chrono boost to be able to use on this warp gate. Right now, they're around even. Monk is ahead a little bit in his warp gate tech, about 5 game seconds. So, not the biggest deal in the world. It's not like he has a huge lead, but it's just something to take note of. Hasu must have seen that probe because he is looking for it. Gonna stop just short. This probe is gonna hide down here a little bit until he's told the coast is clear and can go back. Hasu is bringing back that Stalker and Zealot back to his base. This probe of his is gonna stay down by his opponent's watchtower just to see, and we do have 2 more gateways being thrown down by both players. So waiting to see, who's going to throw down that 4th gate, or if it's just going to be a 3-gate on 3-gate. I would honestly say that'd be the first time I've ever seen a 3-gate battle versus a 3-gate battle in PvP.
Well, normally in a 3-gate versus 3-gate, you see a Twilight Council, and then it becomes Blink Stalkers with 3-gate, and then getting that 4th gate. So it is actually going to be a robotics facility, so a slight deviation coming in from the players. A robotics facility, so Immortals versus a Blink Micro, and normally this favors the robotics facility. It's kind of like rock, paper, scissors, where that 3rd building, Twilight Council, robotics facility, or a Stargate, the Twilight Council beats the Stargate beats the robotics facility beats the Twilight Council. The only way to really get around this is if I don't know, like rock loses the paper unless you have a gigantic rock and we'll see if Hasu will be able to bring out a gigantic rock in this matchup.
Yeah, by the sounds of that flow chart, he's gonna need a pretty big rock. He is throwing down though his he is throwing down a 4th gateway, so this will be 4 gateway blink stalkers with a forge. So he is getting a lot of tech. He is probably going to try to get +1 weapons. Again, it looks like we do have an observer coming out first, and I'm sure Monk will be delighted to see the Twilight Council as he can start pumping immortals, which is what he's already doing. And but with this blink that's going to finish here soon, Hasu will have a window of opportunity to get some nice harass, and actually not doing anything with that forge. I don't know if he got it, just maybe a fear that his opponent might be going DTs, and so he wants to be able to throw down a quick cannon if he can, which would be smart too. And Hasu does reveal that he does have blink finished, so he is coming in Chrono Boost on that first immortal. It is not out yet, and Hasu I don't really think can attack into this yet. The immortal is out, and so here he goes. He's popping Guardian Shield. He's going up a nice force field, and he does just immediately blink back after losing that Zealot.
Yeah, so that's pretty much what I expected to happen there. That high ground is just going to be a little bit too difficult to really do anything with. But are we going to get another force field is the key question. As a nice blink from the front. Hasu can actually trade damage on these stalkers a little bit better, since those stalkers are able to blink back in just a moment there. More stalker reinforcements are coming in, so it is going to be 4-gate versus 4-gate. As you mentioned, Hasu does have that forge, and it is very, very common in order to get that forge, in order to have some detection. One of the things that normally happens is after the robotics facility, a Twilight Council is brought into play, and then a Dark Shrine shortly after. So a blink now up onto that high ground. The Immortal quickly getting surrounded and focus fired, and I believe green versus light teal, very, very even colors there. Both sides exchanging blows. Who's going to be able to win out? Probes coming off the mineral line, and Hasu looks like he's going to be able to slowly blink back with these stalkers and get in a lot more damage. However, there is a fresh immortal. That immortal going to be able to take down one of the stalkers perhaps. And now I believe Hasu just has superior numbers and should be able to focus down the rest of these units.
Absolutely. Hasu now in complete control of this game. I don't think he can lose this. There are a lot of probes that were taken down, and there's the question mark GG. I guess Monk is going to review that flow chart and go, wait a minute, I should have